me, Mario. Hello.
Hi, my name's Bryce. Welcome to VHS Play, where we are playing Mario 64 and recording it all on VHS. Well, hey, it's a new series, so time for me to ramble a bit about some things. First of all, hey, we're recording things on VHS. Why? Because essentially it gives me a visual nostalgia filter, and that's just nice. Also, I like the way it looks. Mario 64, hey, it's a game that is kind of real important to me, and also Mario is sleepy, and you can do this. And if you hold buttons, you can even... Which button is it? There we go. Well, hey. Those eyes. Anyway, this game is fun. That's why. That's it. Also, I forgot to clear a save, so let's do that. This is such a weird menu. Just flat out. Like, there's this whole little grabby hand up here. Every, like, A and B both do the gravity buttons. And, like, you have this super thin white font on yellow. It's just weird. This game is weird. Like, it is a monument of 3D gaming. Like, 3D game everything, essentially. And an absolute triumph, but also, what the heck is this menu?
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
And then, of course, we have the idea of, hey, maybe we should get the Americans in on our terminology with what we call these characters. So instead of King Koopa and Princess Toadstool, it's like, it's trying to get us used to the idea of calling her Peach. Which, you know, it works. I remember, like, as a kid, it was just like, wait, Peach? What do they mean? Being very confused. You get over that stuff pretty fast, I think. Or at least you do as a kid. Maybe? I don't know. I don't remember. It's been, I don't know, not quite. Yep, 25 years. There we go. And then there's all this text that I never read. And I don't really want to again. Hey, Princess Toadstool, warp pipe, blah, 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 blah. There's signs. We can read them. We're not going to. Oh, it is just so much fun to control Mario. Like, they nailed that so hard. And then they made sure to give you a nice, safe, spaced playground to experiment in. And just like every time you start the game up, you're in this nice, safe place where you can just jump around and do whatever. And there's plenty of just things to jump at. And you can chase butterflies or birds or some stuff. Looks great. Looks great, feels great. And there's random coins under the bridge. Alright, character dialogue we will go ahead and read. Good afternoon, the Lakitu Bros here reporting live from just outside the princess's castle. Mario has just arrived on the scene and will be filming the action live as he enters the castle and pursues the missing power stars. As seasoned cameramen will be shooting from the recommended angle, but you can change the camera angle by pressing the C buttons. If we can't adjust the view any further, we'll buzz. To take a look at the surroundings, stop and press C up. Press A to resume play. Switch camera modes with the R button. Signs along the way will review these instructions. For now, reporting live, this has been the Lakitu Brothers. And now a word from our sponsors. Welcome. No one's home. Now scram and don't come back. Ooh. Hey, Toad. So, man. I never know what to say about this game because it is utterly drowning in nostalgia for me. Like, this was such a big deal. And Wow, you're smack in the middle of the battlefield. Press blah, 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 talk to the bomb buddies and hit some buttons. I don't know, like, I clearly love this game. Like, I have... It is impossible for me to look at this game with anything but just the rosiest of rose-tinted glasses. Because this was such an important game of childhood. Like, it made 3D gaming, like, a thing that was on consoles. I mean, there were 3D games on PC beforehand, but, like, a lot of them were, like, 3D dungeon crawlers and, you know, first-person mazes and Dooms and Doom clones and other Doom clones, and everything was a Doom clone. Before we called them first-person shooters, back in my day. You're watching somebody play games on the internet, which they have recorded the footage on VHS. If you're not expecting an amount of back in my day, then that's not on me. I'm the Big Bomb, Lord of all blasting matter, King of the kabooms the world over. How dare you scale my mountain? By what right do you set foot on my imperial mountaintop? You may have eluded my guards, but you'll never escape my grasp. And you'll never take away my power star. I hereby challenge you, Mario. If you want the star I hold, you must prove yourself in battle. Can you pick me up from the back and hurl me to this royal turf? I think that you cannot. How nice of bosses to tell you how to, you know, defeat them. Of course, the trick is actually, you know, doing that instead of diving through them. Anyway, this game is of deep importance to me for various reasons. My dude. There we go. Also, I do adore that he is just like a billboard sprite that is always facing you, that is just a circle with like the highlight specular on it. And I can't quite tell if that specular is like on a layer above the eyes or not. But it's just like all the circles in this game are just billboard sprites that are just always facing the camera, and they look like seers. And it sells the effect so well that it took me years to realize that. Anyway, what? Can it be that a pipsqueak like you has defused the Bob-omb King? You might be fast enough to ground me, but you'll have to pick up the pace if you want to take King Bowser by the tail. Methinks my troops could learn a lesson from you. Here is your star, as I promised, Mario. If you want to see me again, select the star from the menu. For now, farewell. Alright, give me just a second. We're going to try to... Just making sure I have some footage with which to make some things with. Perfect. Oh. Hey, you've recovered one of the stars, and now you should go somewhere else. Try Princess's room on the second floor of Womp's castle. Bowser's troops are still doing stuff. Power stars. So, this is actually a second attempt at this recording. I tried recording this last night, and just, it was not gelling. It was just not working at all. But we are going to kind of follow these in-game instructions because there's a little bit of something fascinating with this, is that they are teaching you the, like, hey, maybe you should go up here. I wonder if the sign straight up tells you, like, hey, maybe you should, hey, Mario, my castle, blah, blah, blah. I know you can stop him. The doors in the castle, star power, something, something, secret paths. Bowser has been found. One of those paths is in this room, and it holds a secret. Power stars, save us. Got it. So, like, aside from the, like, hey, you beat the level text pointing you in this direction, you have this literal sign saying, no, seriously, there's something in this room. You're not just coming into an empty room. And then, of course, you have the, hey, even more power stars, something, something, that sign says go fast. It was written by Sonic, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, they have the telling you that, hey, you can get a star if you go real fast, which is important because, almost got it. There are the 2 stars in this room. One for just doing it. How did I go slow? That's a bummer. And one for doing it under 21 seconds, which, you know, that's neat. But so much of this game is just... They made Mario movement just exquisite. Just an absolute joy to move Mario around, make him do his jumps, try to move fast, and all that stuff. They nailed it. Flat out. Like, right out the gate. Just incredible, exceptional. Just, so good. Got him. We'll get that star one of these days. I swear. There we go. But yeah, they just made Mario so much fun to control. And, of course, I think one of the signs is like, hey, here's how you're supposed to, like, kind of control the controller and, like, hold things. Wow, you can recover 3 power stars. Now you can open these 2 other doors. But we're still working on our... Wait, that's a 3-star door, but let's not go through there yet. Other 1-star door. Chip off the last block. Oh boy. Lakitu Bros cutting in with the live update on Mario's progress. He's about to learn a technique for sneaking up on enemies. The trick is this: he has to walk very slowly in order to walk quietly. And wrapping up filming techniques reported on earlier, you can take a look around using C right and C left. Press C down to view the action from a distance. When you can't move the camera any further, the buzzer will sound. This is Lakitu Bros signing off. And, like, one of the biggest challenges in 3D gaming at the time was figuring out what the heck to do with the camera. And this is why so many PC games were first person, because, you know, you didn't have to make a lot of decisions if the camera worked like moving your head. And, like, the games that did make those interesting decisions were things like Descent that had, you know, like the full tilt flight everything, and there were all the flight control games like Wing Commanders and X-Wings and TIE Fighters and oh my, all that stuff. But, like, ultimately getting this, like, third-person camera to work, just, that was the hard part. Anyway, it makes me so mad. We build your houses, your castles, we pave your roads, and still you walk all over us. Do you say thank you? No. Well, you're not going to wipe your feet on me. I think I'll crush you just for fun. Do you have a problem with that? Just try to pound me, wimp. Ha! Definitely peek the mic there. That's fine. Do. Now, of course, like, in this course, of course, in the course, they had, like, the 2 earlier, smaller dudes. To kind of train you on the concept of, here's what you do to actually, like, fight this guy. Just in case you missed it, or in case his text box wasn't enough. No, crushed again, I'm just a stepping stone after all, I won't gravel, or grovel. Here, you wait and take this with you. But yeah, like, I mean, the N64 is a weird as heck controller. So, we now know we have 3 stars, we can open those other doors, so let's go open those other doors. We have Jolly Roger Bay. And also, secrets. And also, secrets. Got it. What is this room? Like, I know it's just meant to be a, oh look, we're in a water level, do some swimming, get the coins, and that's it. That's, like, you know, the thought was whether it was fun, not whether or not this is a nightmare of a room that is, like, is this, like, Princess Peach's, like, horrible torture room where she just sleep with the fishes, sort of, anyway. Moving away from that thought of, oh boy, this sure is a horrible torture device of a room where there's only water and you can't breathe, and there's one way, there's a way in, and the only way out is get the red coins. Not a nightmare scenario, not at all. Speaking of nightmare scenarios, plunder in the sunken ship. Alright, so there's I don't know if I've mentioned it on the channel before, but I do have that fear of water in games that a lot of people my age seem to have. I wonder why we all have this fear of water. No, I'm not going to edit in the Sonic drowning music as I'm talking about this, but that's certainly an aspect. But yeah, the Sonic drowning music and this heckin' eel, this jerkwad. Oh, what a nightmare. And just like early 3D games with their swimming mechanics that were like really hard to control, and just the constant threat of drowning. Yeah. The constant threat of drowning, like the poor 3D movement and camera controls of older games, that heckin' eel, and other just creatures in the depths that were like these low poly monstrosities. No wonder the whole like fear of water in games is a deal. Like, it's not just it seems to be a fairly common sort of thing, and like it is something that to this day, oh man, I go queasy in like a lot of games when it's just like, hey, go underwater and like into the ocean, and just like, no thank you. Wow, that was some slow swimming. But yeah, like, I do think that a lot of just like early 3D games with just like having to use your imagination to fill in like a lot of the gaps because of, you know, things being kind of lower poly, and like Mario, I would say, still looks exceptional. Like, he still looks great. He's still kind of just like, he's got the, you can see the seams, I guess. But like, ultimately, he's just so bright and colorful. He get his dimensions. He moves just so much fun. Like, all of his movements are just a blast. The animations are great. But like, early 3D games with their lower poly models where you have to fill in the gaps with your imagination, and you have camera controls that were getting figured out, and like Mario 64 is one of the first games that like really figured out third-person camera controls, I feel like, or at least at the very least they did so on a controller. And yeah, just those combined with early 3D game movement just made navigating underwater in 3D, in like early 3D, terrifying. Just utterly terrifying. So of course this stuff sticks with you because you played it as a kid and it's just like, oh no. Snow, mountain, summon. Watch for slippery conditions. Please enter the cottage first. That sign makes reference to Santa Claus saying, hey, he's not the only one that goes down chimneys. You can too! And something about, hey, just go down the slide. It's fine. Just go down the slide, Mario. It also tells you how to go fast. Again, I think that sign was written by Sonic, as the console wars were still fresh, and it might have been a ploy to kill Mario. Don't mind me. Just getting focused for a little bit, making sure I don't fall off that slide. But we are coming up here on something that I do find really interesting. We now have 7 stars. We need 8 to open the first Bowser door. We have gotten all of the secret stars that are available to us right now. And in terms of like explorable space, we have outside, which there's nothing. We have, oh, what's this door over here? Oh, it leads under the stairs, and there's another door down there that has a key. You know, it clearly needs a key because it's locked, or, you know, it has a giant keyhole on it, and if we went up to it, we would find out, yes, it is in fact locked. We have this nice garden back here that, you know, you can't do anything with, and there's a couple of signs, and I don't remember if anything says anything of importance, but whatever, we're leaving. But we're at the point that we've gotten a star from one star from each course that is available to us on the first floor. We've gotten all the bonus stars available to us. In order to get an 8th star, we have to revisit a level. And I think that's why it's 8 stars. Like, I think that is why that requirement is set, is that they wanted you to have to realize that you don't just go to a course once and it's not a one and done. Like, now it's obvious. It's like, oh, 1, 2, I think there's a Toad somewhere that will, like, explain. It's like, no, there's multiple stars per map, my dude. But, like, gameplay-wise, not reading the signs, not talking to Toad, not doing any of that stuff, we have to go back to a level, and then we see, oh, foot race with Koopa the Quick. That is not Big Babama on the summit, with some stuttering in there. Good job, me. Also, this Babam, if we had talked to him earlier, would have said, hey, go fight the big Babam, and then, you know, good job. And then this one is, hey, we'll open the cannons. Wahoo. Hey, Mario, is it true that you beat the big Babam? Cool. You must be strong and pretty fast, so how fast are you anyway? Fast enough to beat me, Koopa the Quick? I don't think so, just try me. How about a race to the mountaintop where the big Babam was? What do you say? When I say go, let the race begin. Ready? Go! But yeah, like, having that 8-star requirement, having to revisit a level, like any one level, you cannot do, like, you cannot get into that first Bowser fight, barring speedrun nonsense, you can't get to that first Bowser stage without having revisited a level and gotten a 2nd star from somewhere. It doesn't, like, you don't have to specifically go to any one spot. Like, you don't have to go to this level and get this star. You can get all the stars out of order anyway. But, like, that you have to return to a level. I'm curious. Yep. Oh, okay, there's a bridge there. How does he get over this one? Does he just run? Hey, bud. Give star.
Poof, poof. Whoa, you really are fast. You can blur. Here you go. You've won it fair and square.
I saw you blinking there, Mario. You've discovered 8 of the power stars. Now you can open the door with the big star, but Bowser just said, can you hear the princess calling? Clearly, we're at the end of the game. Let's go. So, memory occurred to me of, hey, remember those things that used to be in stores? You need a key to open this door. Like the N64, like, hooked up in the store that had, like, a demo timer on it and would just, like, reset the console every, like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes or something like that. And that was always enough. Like, there was always just enough time to, like, maybe get into Bowser's stage. But, like, oh, that's also still just, like, a super neat effect of just, like, oh, hey, it's Princess Peach. She's trapped in the, oh, no, it's Bowser. Like, this game's neat. This game is neat. I'm old. Harumph. I like the games that I played when I was a kid. Anyway, that little trapdoor, it's a nice touch. You've stepped right into my trap just as I knew you would. I warn you, friend. Watch your step. Thanks for the warning, Bowser. Let me just run into the fire. Let me just run off the edge. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Alright, first death had to happen sometime. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Blah 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 ha ha. Well, almost had some decent looking movement there. Oh. This background is so just wild. Like, everything about all the textures in this game are just like some sort of weird. So much of this game is just like, what is everything made out of? Like, is this cement or is it styrofoam? Is it just like some sort of like marshmallow patty? Is that just like egg that's been mixed up and cooked into like a solid rectangle block brick? Just this game. It looks wild and just like so much of it is geometrical patterns, but it's like it was, you know, first time around doing 3D and getting things to run on console. You only have so many polygons, and yeah, I get it. But like, it still just has so much charm to it. Honestly, like, it made Mario look great. Goombas look like Goombas. everything is like this weird texture, and like if you look at it from the right angle, it's like, oh yeah, that totally looks like wood that's been painted this weird, like, muted cyan color. Like, I think the stone textures are probably like their most successful ones. But yeah, like, this game is just wild, wacky, and weird. I'm missing a red coin, aren't I? Crap. Which one did I miss? There it is. Me saying how great this camera is and then immediately running it into, you know, every wall. Like, I mean, the camera's not perfect. Like, 3D cameras are hard as heck to get right. And while I won't say this one's perfect, I will say it's right. Like, it feels good for the most part. Like, a lot of the time it does what it needs to. And like having the characterization of the Lakido Bros actually controlling the camera, like, that's a nice little touch. Let me stop messing with the camera long enough to get down this pipe.
Tough luck, Mario. Princess Toadstool isn't here. Go ahead, just try to grab me by the tail. You'll never be able to swing me around. Wimp like you won't throw me out of here. Never, ha!
Well, I don't know what to do then, guys. He's told us flat out, we'll never be able to do this. Do. Oh no. I think there's a bomb over there. It would help if I could get my there we go. Alright. Every time we hit the button, I'm going to be like about a quarter turn too early. I'm also trying not to spin too hard because I don't want to destroy my poor N64 controller more than it already has been from, you know, various years of Mario Kart and other such, not Mario Kart, Mario Party and such.
I was a bit careless. This is not as I'd planned, but I still hold the power of the stars, and I still have Peach. You'll get no more stars from me. I'm not finished with you yet, but I'll let you go for now. You'll pay for this later.
Bink, beady deep. Alright, well, clearly we have a key, so let's go open the door that, if we hadn't gone exploring, the first door we would have seen. Clearly the key opens this door, right? No, maybe it's for the basement. And then they flat out tell you, hey, by the way, in case you haven't checked. That slide maneuver is just kind of going wherever it wants. Alright, so, we beat Bowser, we've got 8 stars. There's, well, 9 stars now, well hey. There's so much more of this game left to go, and there's the question of, do I want to play through the whole thing? Do I want to just do like a quick, like, couple of episodes of this just to kind of cleanse the palate? We've had a few heavier games this year, like Vagrant Story and Parasite Eve. We did at least break it up with Mega Man Legends, but even that gets real heavy towards the end. So, yeah. I don't know. Let me know if I should go through the whole game, or if I should pick something else and go ahead and get started on that. This is, at the very least, a palate cleanser for me, and something to get done. Just, yeah, I don't know. It's cozy. It's cozy and comfy, and I mean, it's November now. It's cozy, comfy month. As it turns out, when it gets cold outside, you just want to hide under a blanket and go have nice times with warm drinks and fun games and, you know, things that you remember fondly. Anyway, yeah, let's call it here. Let's call it here. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Bryce. This has been VHS Play. Have yourself a lovely evening.